Today we'll be reacting to what happened to Pinocchio. Okay. Hey, absolutely. Oh no! What is that?
The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi.
Okay.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox people found itself shiny that it looked like a ripe cherry. As soon as he saw that piece of wood, Master Cherry was filled with joy, rubbing his hands.
You think Pinocchio was just a sweet fairy tale? The real story is much darker. In Carlo Collodi's 1883 version, Pinocchio wasn't innocent. He mocked his father Geppetto, burned his own feet in the fire, and even crushed the talking cricket with a hammer. His punishments were terrifying. Thieves beat him, stabbed him, and finally hung him from a tree, struggling to breathe. Collodi's first ending was brutally dark. Pinocchio actually died. No fairy magic, no rescue just yet. Later, publishers forced Collodi to change the ending, giving us the Disney version we know today. But the original story wasn't about dreams or wishes. It was a warning: disobey and you suffer. So what do you think? Should this still be called a children's story? Comment below, because the original truth is far darker than you ever imagined. You think Pinocchio...
The original story of Pinocchio, penned by Carlo Collodi, is far darker than the beloved children's tale. Published in 1881, it begins with a carpenter, Master Antonio, who discovers a talking log. This log becomes Pinocchio, a mischievous puppet who causes chaos and even kills a talking cricket. Throughout the narrative, themes of hunger, illness, and death prevail. Pinocchio faces dire consequences for his disobedience, including being transformed into a donkey and nearly being lynched. These grim elements reflect Collodi's own tragic childhood, marked by the loss of 6 siblings. Ultimately, Pinocchio learns that hard work and responsibility lead to redemption, transforming him into a real boy. This tale serves as a cautionary reminder of the consequences of one's actions, illustrating that
One of the most memorable moments in Disney's Pinocchio is when he lies to the Blue Fairy and she makes his nose grow with every fib. Well, did you know this? Did you know that in the original Pinocchio story, Pinocchio murders Jiminy Cricket in cold blood? For real, in Disney's Pinocchio, he and Jiminy are ride or dies on day 1, but in the book, Pinocchio immediately resents him. You see, after Pinocchio gets Geppetto arrested by lying to a cop and saying he abused him, he returns home to find a talking cricket who claims to have lived in the house for 100 years. The cricket then warns Pinocchio that boys who spend all their time making mischief like he does grow up to be jackasses. Pinocchio doesn't appreciate this and says the cricket will be sorry if he makes him mad, to which the cricket replies, "I'm already sorry that you have a wooden head." This enrages Pinocchio, so he picks up a hammer from the workbench and throws it right at the cricket, smashing him on the head and killing him on the spot. It's pretty messed up, but the cricket does come back as a little ghost later on and goes right back to roasting Pinocchio. Did you know that in the original
Death of Italian writer Carlo Collodi, creator of Pinocchio, 1890, of The Adventures of Pinocchio, passed away. Pinocchio became one of the most iconic and influential characters in children's literature worldwide. Through this story, Collodi explored values such as honesty, diligence, and integrity, inspiring generations across the globe to choose the right path. Death of Italian...